welcome back to the Bayou Bob Show. I'm your host, Bayou Bob. Today we're going to be making for you the best bite in barbecue. We're doing the big Fred Flintstone dinosaur beef ribs. Now let's get to work. So what we have here is a 3-bone beef rib that we got from Snake River Farms. This is their black grade Wagyu beef. Never tried it before, so we're going to see what happens. So we're going to start by trimming all this hard fat off right here. We'll get down to bare meat. Alright, so now we got our ribs all nice and trimmed up. I just want to show y'all what makes this the best bite in barbecue. See right here, all this intramuscular fat, all these little white lines running through the meat. All that's going to render down while we're cooking, and that's what's going to give this piece of meat its flavor. So that nice fatty intramuscular fat is what's going to give us all the flavor that we're looking for. So how we're going to season it, we're going to season this thing just like a brisket. Get some Bayou Bob's beef rub. And we're just going to put a heavy coat all over this. And we're also going to be cooking this basically just like a brisket. We're going to cook it to 165 internal temp, just sitting on the smoker. Once we hit 165, then we're going to wrap it in some pink butcher paper, so that way we keep our bark how we want it. And then we're going to wrap it, put it back on, and cook it until we get to 204-ish. Somewhere in that area is when we're going to pull her off. So we're going to season this up, season all 4 sides, and we're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes, let that rub adhere, and we'll throw her on the smoker. Alright, we got our ribs all seasoned up and put onto the smoker. We got the Traeger set at 225. We're going to go low and slow with the super smoke mode on. We put our meat probe right here in the thickest part of the rib, so that's where we're going to be taking our temperature from. We're going to set an alarm for 165 degrees internal temperature, and once it reaches that, we're going to come out here, take a look at our bark. If it's what it looks like, if it's what we want, then we're going to wrap them. Then if it's not the bark I'm looking for, then we'll let her go up to 170. Stay tuned. Alright, so these ribs have been on about 3.5, almost 4 hours now. They're at 170 degree internal temperature. I checked them at 165. I didn't like the way the bark looks, but I really like the way this is looking now. So we're going to go ahead and yank these things off and get them all wrapped up. Alright, so we got these ribs out of the smoker. They hit 170 degrees internal temperature. Got the nice pretty bark that I'm looking for here. Now we're just going to wrap these up the same way that we do a brisket. I'm also wrapping it in butcher paper just like a brisket, because I don't want to use aluminum foil. I don't want to lose this bark that we got created. So we're going to just take them, wrap it real nice and tight. Right on there. We're going to put it back on the smoker, stick the meat probe back in it, and take her to 204. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the moment y'all have been waiting for. These ribs are on the smoker for about 9.5 hours. I didn't think these things were going to take that long, but they smoke just as long as a brisket. So we're going to get these things unwrapped, get them sliced up, give them a taste test. So here we go, done right. Look how wet this paper is. Look at how that fat rendered out. All that. If I could get away with it without the copyright violations, this and that, we'd hit the Elvis music, the bum, 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 bum. This is like perfect time for it. Man, that fat done rendered out nice and good. Oh, I ended up unwrapping it on the wrong side. Let's go ahead and flip this over. Boy, that's so tender. So tender. Look at there. The bone done fell out. Here we go. Let's get these ribs out. One bone done fell out. This shit's so tender. I done cooked it too good. Look at that right there. Meat done shrunk. It is what it is. Beef ribs. Boom. Little Salt Bay. Take the bone out action. We're going to slice this one up so we get a little smoke ring here. Let's go ahead and slice this one. Slice this one for you. Oh man, look how that one turned out right there. Boy, oh boy. Best bite in barbecue. This shit's so fucking tender. Alright, so I got everything all sliced up after this thing's been in the smoker for like 9.5 hours. This son of a bitch took long as hell to cook. We got it nice and rested, sliced up, showed you all that pretty smoke ring. Now, I'm gonna get my first taste of a set of Wagyu, however the hell you pronounce it, beef ribs. I had some regular old grass-fed ones back home whenever old Barnacle Bob cooked me some of these. So let me get my first taste of these Wagyu ones. See what all the hype's about. Oh boy. I see what all the hype's about now. These beef ribs, well, before this, whenever I tried the ones back home, I thought they were the best biting barbecue I ever had. But I didn't just know, I thought it was just because old Barnacle Bob did his magic on them. But damn it, I'm pretty good myself. These things right here, get y'all some of these beef ribs, the beef plate ribs, not the short ribs, not all that other stuff, the 3-bone plate ribs. This is what we're looking for right here. These bad boys right here are brisket on steroids. These things, I need to get me another bite. I was trying to do the whole barstool one bite, everybody knows the rules thing, but I gotta get me another bite of these things. These some bitches are just fucking good. Oh man. I don't know if it's the ribs, if it's just me. It's probably just me. These ribs are also very good. But it's probably just me. I'm just a damn good cook. It is what it is. I love me some me. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those other things. Can't wait to see y'all next time. Bayou Bob's Barbecue.